Could the clerk please read the preamble?
Thank you. In accordance with the applicable statutes of the State of Illinois and the ordinance of the City of Prospect Heights, notice is hereby given that the City Council meeting of the Mayor and the City Council of the City of Prospect Heights is being held on Monday, February 12, 2024, at 6:30 p.m. in person in the Council Chambers, Prospect Heights City Hall, 8 North Elmhurst Road, Prospect Heights, Illinois. Mayor Patrick Ludwigson presiding. This meeting will be broadcast live on cable channels Comcast and Astound RCN Channel 17 and AT&T U-verse Channel 99. It will also be recorded and televised on Comcast and Astound RCN Channel 17 and AT&T U-verse Channel 99. Attendees who wish to speak on agenda or non-agenda items will be provided an opportunity during the meeting. There is a 5-minute time limit for speakers.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Alderman Anderson.
Alderman Anderson.
Here.
Alderman Dash.
Here.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Here.
Alderman Cameron.
Here.
And Matt Dolick had announced that he would be absent earlier.
Okay, thank you. Please rise for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 3, approval of the minutes. I need a motion to approve the January 22nd, 2024 regular City Council meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. We have no presentations, no appointments, confirmations, or proclamations. Public comment on agenda matters? Not agenda? Okay.
Yeah.
We do not have a consent agenda or old business today. So skipping right to number 9, new business. Item A, Resolution R2406, staff memo and resolution authorizing city application for Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways Invest in Cook grant for Phase 2 engineering for Elmhurst Road sidewalk connectivity project from Hintz Road to Forums Court. Need a motion to approve?
So moved. Second. Anderson.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you. Item B, Resolution R2407, a resolution approving a collective bargaining agreement between the City of Prospect Heights and the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 150, Public Works Department. Need a motion to approve the collective bargaining agreement.
So moved. Morgan Adams.
Second. Cameron.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item C, discussion of status of Levy 37 corrective work and staff proposal to utilize Special Service Area 8 monies to provide necessary city contribution to complete the project. I will turn that over to the Administrator.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Just a background on this. I know the council is very familiar with this, as we've worked on this for a long time. But about a month ago, we were advised by the Army Corps of Engineer representative that this project is only funded to completion. It has a funded to completion designation, meaning that they only have $500,000 available for this. And it would be 2 to 3 years before we could get this through the federal budget process, and there's also some uncertainty. As the council members are aware, at the same time, our associations are paying collectively hundreds of thousands of dollars of money for flood insurance. The whole purpose of this levee repair is to get the levy certified so that we can get the area remapped and remove properties from the flood insurance requirements. So the thought is, we do have a special service area number 8 fund, monies that are available. And just from a cost-benefit analysis, I think it'd be worthwhile, even though it's not the same money, it's money within the community, that we move forward and allow the use of special service area monies to contribute with the $500,000 federal designation to make that available. And it's not going to cost that much, but it makes that money available to get the project completed. It turns us into a financial participant in the project and moves things along. I've checked with the city attorney. City Attorney Jim Hess has reviewed it, to make sure that it's copacetic, that we're able to use this money. But since it is for this purpose, his review is that it's satisfactory. And this in no means, I don't want to confuse this is solely the IDOT storm sewer. This isn't where the gentleman drove his car into the levee, which created another repair issue. And that has been taken care of by special state of Illinois money that's been obtained from Senator Julie Morrison. So we essentially have 2 projects that stand in the way of us getting the levee certified, area remapped, and properties removed from the floodplain.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So is it this portion of the Levy 37 is just the Prospect Heights portion? Because Levy 37 is Wheeling and it's Mount Prospect and it's Prospect Heights, and because there's there's other
Yes.
communities involved.
It's, the breach of the levee is an Illinois Department of Transportation storm sewer that serves the frontage road and also the Milwaukee Plaza, that area. And it crosses Milwaukee, goes into the Forest Preserve, but it is designated within the Prospect Heights area.
Okay. So Wheeling, we couldn't get Wheeling to participate.
Right,
Yeah.
it's not.
Okay.
Any other questions?
And I'm sorry, how much was this? This is the, for the, the collective, okay, just the, what was the contribution again? It was,
The contribution, and we don't have an estimate yet. We're asking that it be made available. We would come back to you with a formal resolution.
okay,
But also, Illinois Department of Natural Resources, they do have an estimate. They're not comfortable putting that out in public because then that becomes the mark for when the bids come in.
got it.
So there's a little bit of, they're asking for confidentiality in that sense.
But it's not something that's, I mean, it's
It's
reasonable.
affordable.
It's affordable.
It is.
Okay.
It's reasonable, it's affordable, it's just, it's over that $500,000 limit that, so we, and the alternative is if we don't participate, it is probably 2 to 3 years out before we can come back and get it corrected. Mark Roscoe and I, every other Friday afternoon, have been on these calls with an assortment of agencies. Mark, is there anything that you'd like to add?
This is an opportunity for us to, as Joe said, get more skin in the game, and we've been trying to drive this bus that it's not ours and trying to get everyone else to get their funds involved. And we keep on making progress, but we haven't got the job done. And it's frustrating, completely frustrating. Now we have the ability to force, maybe not force, but to help move things along.
Okay.
And as we contribute to this process, we're still going to drive towards a project that's going to get started in 2024. Without this option, the project has the possibility of a year or 2 or more down the road of getting started. And we just, this is, Joe and I have spent many hours, and Peter, on these calls. This is the right direction for us to move this along for our residents. So
Okay. Thank you.
100% in support that we're doing the right thing.
Thank you.
It helps the residents, but also helps with development. I mean, we're held up anytime we try and do something that's within that floodplain. You know, it's going to limit people's desire to want to do anything there. So it does help the residents for sure financially, but it will help us too.
Yeah, in the long run, it'll benefit us.
And optics-wise, it doesn't seem like we've got a lot of progress, but we have, even though we're slowly chipping away at it. The countless meetings we have, we're making progress, but this is the next hurdle. And we're hoping this is the last of the big hurdles, and this will get the project, once that shovel hits the ground, it's just, we all like to see progress, and until that shovel hits, it appears that we're not getting anywhere, and we are, so.
Got it. Thank
Joe,
you.
it sounds like you have your direction, unless anybody feels differently. Joe has direction to move forward with that.
We'll come back with a formal resolution at the next meeting, but we're very thankful this moves it forward much quicker.
Great.
And I do want to say thank you so much, because I know, you guys have been, working with the Army Corps of Engineers and trying to get this done, and this will definitely benefit a lot of the residents in Prospect Heights, especially my complex, when we spend over a couple $100,000 a year in flood insurance alone. And we pay flood insurance for the new buildings that, where the fire happened. They still have to pay flood insurance, even though they built up to the requirements.
Okay, thank you. Item 10, staff, elected officials, and commission reports. I'll ask any elected officials to my left if they have any reports.
No.
Any to my right? No reports? Staff to the left?
Nothing tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Staff to the right? Dan?
One real quick message. We've had an unseasonably warm winter, and it looks like an unseasonably warm spring. Just want to remind residents that if you're planning your projects, please allow enough time to get the proper permits and proper applications in. We're here to help you. We have guidelines on our web pages. We answer phone calls. We work with our public to make sure that we get this in. But you do have to understand the process does take time, so plan accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you. Is that it? Okay. Approval of warrants. Will the clerk read the warrants and expenditures?
Yes, thank you. The expenditures total amounted to $226,271.60. We had a wire payment on January 26, 2024. It was a payroll wire payment in the amount of $188,900.59, bringing the total warrant to $415,172.19. For approval, please.
So I need a motion to approve the warrant list.
So moved. Second, Anderson.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Item 12, public comment on non-agenda matters.
Yes, we have this gentleman here tonight. Mitch Palmer, please. The topic is about vehicle stickers, sorry.
Letting me speak. I just have a question, curious. I read recently where some
we ask
communities
who
have
he is?
have gotten away from.
Could you state your name? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Mitch Palmer. I live in Rob Roy,
Thank
and I'm on the board, so I don't have to worry about permits and anything like that. No, I'm just curious. I've read lately that some communities have gotten away from vehicle stickers. I think Wheeling was the last community I saw because they said they have a surplus, and I thought on Prospect was one other one, or Des Plaines. I'm just curious, is that something that city is thinking about, or it could happen, or it can't happen? Just read that and I say, well, why it would be nice if we didn't have to do that. So.
I agree with you, but all those other cities have a property tax and are able to generate revenue in other ways. It's very expensive to collect the vehicle sticker revenue because there's a lot of work that goes into getting the stickers, matching it up with residents, collecting the money, signing it to the right place. But unfortunately, being on-home rule, that's like one of our revenue streams that we rely on. I would love to, if we could exchange that, you know, and say we collect that same amount out of property tax, we would save a lot of money, and the vehicle sticker would be better for us to collect it that way and eliminate it, you know, just be able to assign it based on, you know, as a property tax, but we can't, we don't have the authority to do that, and that's what's different with the other towns. They finally realize it costs too much to actually do. It's a burden to do it, but they collect money a different way than we do, so that's why it still exists here.
Yeah, okay.
I would love to get rid of it too.
Yeah, it's an annoyance. I mean,
Right,
it's-
right.
But understand that you're paying probably less in your property taxes than other communities because they're charging their residents that extra money in the property
There's-
taxes.
There's pluses and minuses there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
coming.
Thank you.
Okay. We do not have an executive session tonight, so there's no action on that executive session. So the last item here is adjournment. I look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a
Cameron?
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.